Do you want to learn how to keep your heart healthy in all stages of your life? Hi, I am Preeti and you are watching this video on how to improve your heart health and how to maintain your heart health to an optimum level, that no matter whichever stage of life you are passing, whatever age group you belong to, you will make sure that your heart is staying healthy so that you don't face any issues with your heart. Okay, so make sure that you watch this entire video, okay, and take necessary notes. See, this video you need to follow very closely if you want to keep your heart really healthy. I have tried to cover all the aspects of heart health in this video. Okay, stay tuned. So the first thing is exercising, and not just any exercising, it is doing cardiovascular exercises. Let's forget that for a moment. I would like to ask you a question. If somebody has a plaster on their hand for like 2 months, okay, for like 1 full month or 2 full months, what's going to happen once they remove the plaster? Can they do some very hard exercises, some very hard weightlifting as soon as they remove that plaster? Is it possible? Let me know in the comments. But obviously your answer will be no. Okay, anybody, if they have plastered their leg and for 2 months or 3 months, and once they remove that plaster, they cannot take part in a marathon as soon as they remove that plaster. So what is the reason behind that? The reason is, when like for 2 months or 3 months your muscles are stagnant, your muscles are staying as steady as possible, your muscles are not getting any exercise, no stretching, no flexing, that will make your muscles less flexible. And if anybody tries to run a marathon, you know that their muscle is going to get sprained. They are going to end up with some problem in the part that was plastered. Why does this happen? Because the muscles were not trained. So this is what applies with your heart muscles also. If your muscles of your heart are flexible enough, then they can handle a lot. If your heart muscles are not well flexed, if they are not nice and flexible, just a little bit of stress you get, just a little bit of pressure increases, and there can be a danger to your heart. So that is the reason why you need to do cardiovascular exercises. Cardio exercises are something that are specifically going to work on your heart muscles. They are something where, these exercises are where your heartbeats are increasing, and then you practically do something that decreases your heartbeats. You increase your heartbeats, you decrease your heartbeats. This is how you are flexing your muscles. Now definitely you need to check out to a fitness trainer. You need to check out with a fitness trainer what kind of cardio exercises suit you, because if you have had any issues with your heart, you will require to consult a health practitioner or a fitness trainer before you start doing anything on your own. That is actually for your good. The second thing is consuming salt. Salt in any form. You may say, okay, Himalayan salt is good. Okay, black salt is good. See, any salt which has the composition of sodium inside it, that is not going to be good for your heart health. So try to have less salt. What happens with salt is, if you have habit of eating like a good amount of salt, your nervous system absorbs that salt, and it will make your nerves, your arteries, it will make them less flexible. Okay, when the arteries are nice and flexible, what happens is that, if just in case your blood pressure, it just increased, your heart rate increased, it won't affect your heart, it won't affect you, because the nerves are flexible. Okay, so nerves will be flexible and blood will pass through easily. But if your nerves are not flexible, your nerves are full of salt, they won't be flexible, they will be very rigid and hard. So if the pressure increases, when pressure increases, a lot of blood is pumped all of a sudden than what the normal quantity of blood should be. So in that case, you may face some issues with your heart. Okay, so less consumption of salt is really good for your heart health. The next thing is the intake of foods that are rich in cholesterol. So which are the foods that are rich in cholesterol? They are eggs, meat, chicken, okay, all kinds of animal products. The meat and chicken and eggs are something that have the highest amount of cholesterol. Now in cholesterol, there are two types of cholesterol. Okay, one is HDL and LDL. HDL is high density lipoprotein and LDL is low density lipoprotein. LDL is what is dangerous for your heart. It is not good for your heart, so you need to have that in control. And HDL cholesterol is something that is good for your heart. HDL cholesterol, when you take foods rich in HDL cholesterols, it will help you to clear out the LDL cholesterol in your heart that's clogged up in your arteries. So what are the foods that are rich in HDL cholesterol? These are all the nuts and seeds. Okay, nuts and seeds, they should not be roasted, they should not be fried, they should be in the raw form. Only then you will be consuming the HDL cholesterol if they are roasted. Okay, now what is HDL? Lipoprotein means something that is a form of fat. So when you consume that nuts and seeds raw, you are going to have the wholesome form of that fat, which is going to help you cut the excess LDL cholesterol. But when you roast those seeds, you roast those nuts, you fry those nuts, you are actually burning away the actual HDL cholesterol, actual fat that is going to help you to fight against the LDL. So don't do that mistake of roasting or frying. I know that a lot of people feel that roasted nuts are a little bit more tasty, they are bit more delicious. If your nuts have become soft, if they have got some moisture, try to dry them in the sun for some time. They will just be nice and crispy again. But don't roast them, don't fry them. That's going to burn off the oils, the necessary vital oils that are going to be good for your heart. The next very good thing for your heart is omega-3 fatty acids. Omega-3 fatty acids is like a holy grail. It's going to be like a nectar for your heart. Omega-3 fatty acids help you to clear off if you may have any blockage in your arteries. Omega-3 fatty acids help you to clear off those blockages. But you need to have them regularly in your diet. So where do you get omega-3 from? The best source of omega-3 fatty acids is fish. Yeah, fish is going to be like the best thing, the best food that any person who has a heart disease, if you consume fish daily, that's going to be the best thing you can do. But how you prepare that fish is also necessary. You don't have to fry that fish. You don't have to, yeah, you don't have to saute that fish. The fish has to be either boiled or it has to be roasted. Only then the omega 3 oils are going to stay intact. If you fry it, you are also going to burn out the omega 3 fatty acids, which you don't want, right? You don't want that to happen. You want those omega 3s to stay to its optimal level. Omega 3 is the fatty form of fish. If any fish has a lot of fat, that's definitely a good thing. So this is how you need to consume your fish. The next thing, let's say you are a vegetarian. Okay, yeah, if you are a vegetarian and you want to know what are the sources of omega 3 for you, that is flax seeds, walnuts. Okay, there are some nuts and seeds that you will need to check whether they have omega 3s or not. So yes, so that is where your sources of omega 3 are. Again, with flax seeds, let me clarify, they don't have to be roasted. Okay, if they have turned soft, just dry them in the sun for some time and they'll be good to go, but don't roast them. Okay. Okay, now let's get to, suppose if you are vegetarian, you may say, okay, so vegetarians are not consuming cholesterol. Why do they still have heart disease? See, the things, cholesterol, that thing that clogs your arteries, it's not just cholesterol, it is also saturated fat and trans fat. Now what is that? Saturated fats are the butter, the fats that you get from butter, you get from ghee. Yeah, so that is all what is. The next thing is trans fat. Trans fat is the oil that you use in cooking. Okay, you can actually boil your food and then pour raw oil over it. That would be good. But what people do is they saute their food, they fry their food. What happens when the oil gets heated? It gets heated a lot up to its smoking point. Yeah, up to a point where the smoke starts appearing from the oil. So that is where the oil, usually every oil that you see on its label, they will say 0 cholesterol. So it doesn't have cholesterol. But the moment you burn it to its smoke point, that oil is going to be rich in trans fat. Trans fat is also not good for your heart health. So avoid having anything that is oily, anything that is fried, anything that is sauteed just in little bit of oil also. If you are really serious to bring your heart back to good health, try to do that. The last and the most deadly thing is stress. If you follow all the earlier steps, but then you get a lot of stress, it may just prove very, very deadly for your health, because stress is not just good for your heart, it's not good for your overall health, mentally, physically, or emotionally. So try to avoid stress as much as you can. Try to avoid stressful situations as much as you can. Okay, so this is the video for your heart health. I hope that this video helps you. Try to write down all the points. Try to watch this video a few more times so that you can be very, very sure what exactly you have to do. Okay, so try to share this video with as many people who need to work on their heart health. And yeah, if you have liked this video, hit the like button. I will see you again in my next video. Until then, keep following the path of your soul's purpose, because you are born for a reason. Thank you so much for watching. Bye bye. Make sure that you subscribe to my channel and click on the bell icon. When you click on the bell icon, select all notifications so that you get notified about all the videos that I upload.